Hi, this is Miss Rice, your North Bethesda Student Service Learning Coordinator. It's important to start the year off on the right foot, so let's talk about what Student Service Learning, also known as SSL, is and how you can make sure you do it right this year. Service learning occurs when three things come together: the application of academic knowledge and critical thinking skills to an issue in the community, a collaboration or partnership between the school and the community to try to solve the issue, and reflection and assessment of the service that was done, leading to deeper understanding of academic coursework and community involvement. It is community service that challenges you to make a connection between what you're doing and the bigger picture, that is service learning. There are some requirements for SSL in Montgomery County. First, you need 75 hours of service learning to graduate from high school in the state of Maryland. Next, service must be done with a nonprofit, tax-exempt organization. SSL must be non-religious in nature, must occur in a public place, and serve a need in the greater community. This doesn't mean you can't do SSL with your church or synagogue, but the activity needs to be helping the greater community, not just simply the religious establishment. You must be supervised, and parents, siblings, and relatives don't count as supervisors. All hours must be approved. Service needs to be documented and turned in by the appropriate due dates. We'll talk more about these three requirements later. There are three ways to earn hours that are approved for SSL. The first is you can earn hours in a specific high school and middle school courses offering an SSL component. Service is earned through full participation in the activity and successful completion of the course. In middle school, you have the opportunity to earn 10 hours each year in 6th grade science, 7th grade English, and 8th grade U.S. history. You can earn hours by participating in service-focused activities promoted by school clubs and activities. Think Recycle Club, Service Club, or even the school play if you are meeting a need in the community. You can also earn hours by doing service activities with community organizations that are pre-approved for SSL by MCPS. The Montgomery County Volunteer Center keeps a terrific list. Let's look. Anytime you want, you can find this list by going to mcpsssl.org. Montgomery County's service learning website has lots of good information, like due dates. You can see they are county-wide. More information about earning SSL, links to pre-approval and verification forms, and a link to the Montgomery County Volunteer website disguised as SSL opportunities. On this page, you can search for opportunities by interest area, by location, or by organization. If you scroll down, you'll also see you can search for opportunities based by age. Anyone under 14 will find this helpful. I think I might like to do something that has to do with arts and cultural. I like art. Once you get to the website and see a list of opportunities, you want to make sure the opportunity you are interested in has the tag MCPS SSL approved next to it. This tells you that it is pre-approved. By clicking on the opportunity, you will get lots of information about the service opportunity, including who to contact to volunteer. Let's see. I might be a gardening assistant. Yep, MCPS SSL approved at Brookside Gardens. Here's all the information I need about when they're looking for volunteers, what time, who to contact, and Brookside Gardens website. I'm set. What if you want to do something that's not pre-approved by MCPS? Well, you can request a pre-approval form from Ms. Rice. That's me. Please keep in mind that this needs to be done at least 2 weeks before you plan on completing the activity. Complete a request for pre-approval, Form 560-50. You can download it from the SSL website we just saw, find it on the North Bethesda website in the Resources section under SSL, pick one up in the counseling office, or copy one from your SSL booklet. Turn your form in to me in the counseling office at least 2 weeks before the proposed service. Make sure all of the information is complete on the form, and I will check it out. I'll get back to you within a week and let you know if the activity is approved or not. If it is, I'll sign the form approved. If it's not, I'll let you know it's not approved. It's your job to hold on to the form and turn it back in with a verification form after you do the service. Please note that there is a page 2 to the pre-approval form. It might be the back side. It states what the organization agrees to, the MCPS guidelines. Let's look at a pre-approval form. You'll see there are 4 important sections. The first section of the form is student information. It says right there to be completed, allowing 2 weeks for review by the school SSL coordinator. Make sure you've got your first and last name and your ID number on there, as well as your grade level and your proposed dates of service. You also need to sign it. The second section is for parent or guardian approval. Their signature verifies that they know you're working with a nonprofit without supervision from MCPS staff. The third section is for the nonprofit tax-exempt organization to sign. They are agreeing to the guidelines on the back. They should give us their organization name as well as a federal employer identification number, and they should sign and print their name on the form. The fourth section is for me, the SSL coordinator, where I sign if it's approved or disapproved. There are 2 exceptions to the rules of what counts for service. I said that you couldn't be supervised by a family member, but one activity that can be supervised by a family member is meal preparation for pre-approved homeless shelters. Another activity, one that can be done with a for-profit organization, is direct interaction with residents at assisted living and nursing homes. However, this activity still needs a pre-approval form signed by me. Documentation and reflection of SSL is done using the SSL verification form, 560-51. You can find this in the same places as the pre-approval form, on mcpsssl.org, on the North Bethesda SSL page, in the counseling office, or in your SSL booklet. Make sure your form is complete before you turn it in. Don't forget your name and ID number. Don't forget the name of the organization and the activity that you've done, the organization's tax-exempt number. Make sure you write a complete reflection answering all of the questions. I have been known to give them back and ask for you to do it again. And don't forget to get a signature from your supervisor stating how many hours you worked. Let's look at a reflection form. Here you can see the sections I referred to. Student information, name, ID number, grade level, first period teacher, very important. Student reflection leaves you lines. Please write a paragraph commenting on each of these bulleted points. And a section for the nonprofit tax-exempt organization where they put their name, their federal employer ID number, the activity you've done, and record when you did it, how many days of service, how many hours you've completed. Sign and print their name. Remember I mentioned earlier there were due dates? The verification forms must be turned in on or before the due dates. Take out your pencil and handbook at the end of this video and jot down the due dates. They will be important to you this year. Hours completed during the summer that just ended, are due by the last Friday in September. Hours completed during first semester are due the Friday before first semester exams begin. And hours completed second semester are due the Friday before second semester exams begin. There are 2 service learning awards you can work towards. Any middle school student who documents 75 hours, that's the number you need to graduate from high school, by the first Friday in April of a middle school year, will receive the Superintendent's Service Learning Award. Any high school senior who documents more than 260 hours by the first Friday in April of their senior year will receive the Certificate of Meritorious Service. These are both distinguished awards, and I challenge you to work towards them. So there you have it, the basics and more of student service learning. If you still have questions, feel free to stop by to see me or drop me an email. My email address can be found in Edline or on the school website. I now challenge you to a throwdown, Bobby Flay style for anyone who watches the Food Network. I challenge you to serve your way to 260 hours. I know many, if not all of you can do it, can earn more than you need to graduate. To find opportunities, listen to the morning announcements, read the weekly update with your parents, check the North Bethesda SSL webpage, and check the SSL board in the counseling office. Keep track of the hours you're serving, and you'll be off to a great start.